Now coming to the themes of this poem, Mending Wall. The themes that we could find in this poem are the communication gap. Now the communication gap between the neighbor, between our neighbors, between our relatives. Now what we find is that the speaker and the person to whom he addresses in this poem, they do not talk to each other. The speaker, it's a type of dramatic monologue where one speaker talks consistently and the other does not. So there seems to be a huge communication gap. Our speaker wants to communicate with his neighbor, but he doesn't actually, because he concludes on his own that perhaps he's not going to listen to my arguments, to my logics, to my reasons, and there is no reason that I should talk to him. That it's the communication gap between the two which keeps that wall between them. The other theme that we find in this wall is about savagery. As he says that the neighbor that he has is a kind of a savage. He is a person who lives in old age, and he is a one who follows the tradition, and the tradition is not good one, and he is adamant he is not going to change. And this shows that he is not a civilized kind of a person, because according to the speaker, he may not listen to his well-framed logics, reasons, and arguments of not building the wall. Another theme that we find in this poem is change. But the change is associated with nature. And when he says that there is something that does not like the wall, human beings do not change, as is reflected in the poem. They love to keep the traditions going. But there is something that destroys those traditions, and that is time. That someone could be the time. They build the wall in the first month of the year, and by the end of the year the wall is broken. Now who breaks that wall is unknown, is ambiguous. Robert Frost does not talk about him, does not name him, but he just says someone is there who does not like the wall, who brings it down time and again. And it could be the time, it could be the nature. Now these are some of the themes that we can look in this poem. And the other theme could be the relationship with the neighbors. How we have developed our relationship with the neighbors in the 21st century are in Robert Frost's time. And that would be the main focus of this poem. We have built walls between one another. We do not talk to one another. We do not care about one another. We are not bothered about one another. And that is all because we have developed a wall between us. We have developed a wall amongst us. That is all we have at the World of Literature today. Thank you for watching, and keep watching the World of Literature for more interesting stuff.